What's good with the fam, man? We back again with another vid. I hope y'all doing well, living well, man. And today we gonna talk about how much of your life is predicated on how you see yourself, on who you think you are, right? On this identity, this character, this idea you have in your mind. And it's like I've been wanting to make a YouTube video. Probably haven't gone this long without dropping a video for too long, but I've been patient with it because I don't want to force ideas, right? But this just came to me, so I'm like, let's just talk about it. Because how much of your life is dictated upon this movie character, and that's a good way to distinguish it from you knowing that, okay, this is who I think I am, and this is what it actually is. Now think of your true self, your awareness, as the one who watches the movie. But the funny thing about the movie, and I got this from this book called The Secret, The Greatest Secret, is when you're in, or the character in the movie doesn't know that it's the character in the movie. They don't know that they're the actor in the movie, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, the character of the movie only knows the contents of the movie. It doesn't know the awareness outside the movie. And that's what a lot of us are. We're so engulfed within the movie of life that we don't have the awareness to realize I'm watching a movie, and this character that I'm watching, I'm acting out this character. And it's actually a very funny and beautiful realization to see this, but let's go deeper into it. So your life is basically predicated on what you choose to identify with. How do you see yourself? What type of person do you look at yourself as? We all have this egotistical sense of self that we have in our head based upon where we're from, who we are, what other people think about us. Every single thing you could probably think of all has some sort of contribution to who you are and how you see yourself, right? But that perception is shaping your life, shaping your beliefs, shaping so many things unconsciously and subconsciously within your life. So it's important that we discuss this and create an awareness upon the knowing that, okay, I am not this character, but how can I change my perception of how I see myself? Because that's essentially my GPS, right? So if I'm looking at myself as, oh, a bad person, or have a low self-esteem, or just whatever, just take the time real quick and just think, how do I see myself? What type of person do I see myself as? And I like to think that we have a version of ourselves of who we are now. And the funny thing, the way I'm visualizing it in my mind is like I'm seeing my body in one form, and then I'm seeing my dream me of who I'd like to be, and the person that I'm striving to be is right here in my body again. But the funny part about it, they all meet right here within right here, right? But that's just how I like to differentiate it and visualize it to make it more, you know what I'm saying, whatever you want to call it. But with that being said, I feel like with us having this awareness of the fact that, okay, my beliefs are shaping my life, the way I see myself is shaping my life. And just think how much, I was thinking, how much of your life do you live with the awareness of how other people will perceive you? And we're subconsciously trying to impress other people. And I feel like that's kind of one of them things where you can't really get away from. I mean, I won't say that. In terms of when you look at it in the sense of I lost my thought, but I was saying it's about your intention and simply how you see it. So much of life is simply how you see it, because you can I can look at the phone and look at it with one perspective, and then look at it with a totally different perspective, and it's now a different thing. Shout out to Wayne Dyer, the late Wayne Dyer. He said, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. It's one of the greatest quotes of life, man. And it's so true. So how can we shift the perception of ourselves by not only mentally, but physically? And mentally first with the with the decision, and choosing to forgive yourself, I think, is a big thing, because a lot of times we're our own biggest critic, and we condemn ourselves and put ourselves down for not meeting a certain standard, or as I should say, living up to this identity that you have formulated within your mind. But who is that? It's the movie character. That's not who you are. So you shouldn't fault yourself for not living up to a mind-made reality. And the funny thing about it, who you think you are within your mind is only who you think you are. Somebody else has a totally different perception. We got the raw footage today. My bad, y'all. My mom called me. But yeah, shout out to her, man. But yeah, man, who you think you are and who someone else and everyone else thinks you are is a totally different version. So who are you really, right? You're only who you think you are. But a lot of us have this perception, and it's not even like you should see yourself a certain way or anything, but it's just about shifting that and aligning it with your dream identity and bringing that to who you are today. And I think another big thing is acceptance. Like, a lot of times we don't want to accept certain parts of ourselves, our shadows, whatever the case may be. But you gotta understand, this is all here for your growth. It's all here for you. And the funny thing, there are no shadows without light. So, it comes with it, right? So your light is so bright, it'll naturally create a shadow. So yeah, man, I really just wanted to express this and really put it out there and just like make people aware. Just put the spark in your head, like, okay, I'm a character. And okay, like, think about it like this. And another way to shift this mindset, and we know now, so how can we shift it? Think about it like you're watching the movie, right? And you have the ideal movie character. You ever see a movie and you get mad at the ending, or you get mad at something the character does because you thought the story was supposed to go a certain way, how you thought the story was supposed to go. And that's what you look at your life as, right? And it's so ironic and funny to know that you're shaping your life based upon this perception and the beliefs that you hold on this character. But the funny thing is, you're not even the character, as we've been saying. But the ideal superhero or main character you like to have in the movie, the story you like to write, align that with the story in the chapter and the page that you're writing today, right? And you will start to realize that your life and the decisions you make and the things and experiences and people and everything you attract and that's in your life and the feelings you feel, all of that is attributed a lot to how you see yourself and who you think you are. Like, it's such a big thing in how you identify, what you identify yourself as. And I'm not talking about like all that, don't get too into the distinguishing factors and all the different, it's just the perception of yourself. Do you see yourself as, oh, I'm not gonna accomplish nothing, I'm a terrible person, all of these things? Like, I mean, you may be, but you can always grow and always get better. We all have that opportunity, and that's what life is for, right? The opportunity of growth is ever present within each moment, man. So yeah, I just really wanted to get on here, express this, and make a video, get with y'all, connect with y'all, man, connect with myself, and spread some awareness upon the movie that we're living in, and learning to not be so caught up in acting out the movie and acting out this character that you created for yourself based upon this body, based upon these ideas, this who you're from or where you're from, your name, your age, all these things that other people gave you. But what have you given yourself? What is the identity you see as yourself? And just to wrap up the video, I call myself unlimited. And that may be like, what? That doesn't make sense. But unlimited is funny because it encapsulates the one, as in the one body that I'm in right now, but also my true essence, which is one with the universe around me. And that's one of my biggest goals, is to realize the unity within everything and seeing the divinity, the same God essence that's within me is within everything and everybody around me. So with that being said, man, that's how I'm shaping my beliefs and shaping my perception of myself to who I like to be and who I've always dreamed to be, because I am him. I'm in the same body. I'm the same guy. It just, You know what I'm saying? It's just about bringing that idea, that ideal self onto the movie screen today and watching that movie and letting it play, man. All you gotta do is act it out. That's it, man. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. Y'all tap in with my new EP, me and my dog Steve, man. Shout out to him. We dropped the EP about a week ago. 8 songs, been doing good. Hope y'all tap in, enjoy it, and listen and all that good stuff, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. We out. Unlimited. More coming soon. Let's go.